Hello and welcome to Bytesize History, History of the United Kingdom, brought to you by AI Cast. I'm your host Aidan. In today's episode, we will be exploring the Hillfort culture, a period of prehistoric history that saw the emergence of fortified settlements in the British Isles. The Hillfort culture developed in the British Isles during the Late Bronze Age, around 1200 BCE, and continued into the Early Iron Age, until around 300 BCE. It was a time of significant social and technological change, marked by the construction of impressive fortified settlements on prominent hilltops and ridges. The Hillfort culture is an important and fascinating period in the prehistory of the British Isles, marked by the emergence of fortified settlements and a new emphasis on defense and warfare. This period saw significant changes in the social, economic, and political landscape of the British Isles, and laid the foundations for the development of later historical periods. Hillforts were large fortified settlements that were constructed across the British Isles from around 1000 BCE until the arrival of the Romans in 43 CE. These hillforts varied in size and complexity, with some consisting of a single rampart and ditch, while others had multiple rings of defences, stone walls, and intricate gateways. The construction of hillforts was a significant technological and social achievement. These structures required significant labour and resources to build, and their construction would have required the cooperation and coordination of many people. They were often located in prominent positions, such as hilltops, which provided excellent natural defences and strategic advantages. The emergence of hillforts had significant social and political implications. These structures were often the focal points of regional power and control, with elites using them as centres of administration, trade, and ceremony. The construction and maintenance of these structures would have required significant resources, and their construction and use helped to create and reinforce social hierarchies within Iron Age society. Hillforts also played an important role in the warfare of the Iron Age. These structures provided natural defences against attack, and their construction and use required the development of new weapons and tactics. Iron Age warfare was often characterized by raiding, skirmishing, and ambush, with the emphasis on surprise and mobility. The construction of hillforts helped to create a new balance of power and control between communities, and had significant implications for the political and social landscape of the British Isles. The emergence of hillforts had significant implications for the economy and trade of the Iron Age. These structures often controlled trade routes and access to resources, and their construction helped to create and reinforce regional economic networks. Hillforts were often located near sources of raw materials, such as iron, copper, and tin, and their construction and use helped to create and reinforce the complex trade networks that characterized the Iron Age. The Hillfort culture was not a monolithic or homogeneous period in the prehistory of the British Isles. There were significant regional variations in the construction, use, and function of hillforts, with some regions emphasizing the military function of these structures, while others placed greater emphasis on their ceremonial or economic functions. The construction of hillforts was also a dynamic and changing process, with new structures being built, modified, and abandoned over time. Despite these regional variations, the Hillfort culture had a significant impact on the development of society and technology in the British Isles. The construction of these structures helped to create and reinforce social hierarchies, and played a key role in the development of regional power and control. Hillforts were also important centres of trade and economy, and helped to create and reinforce the complex trade networks that characterized the Iron Age. The Hillfort culture also laid the foundations for the development of later historical periods, such as the Roman occupation of Britain and the early medieval period. The construction and use of hillforts helped to create a new balance of power and control between communities, and had significant implications for the political and social landscape of the British Isles. That concludes our episode on the Hillfort culture in the British Isles, and its role in society and warfare. Thank you for listening. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time on Bytesize History.